Hello and welcome back to Thomas's Mustache. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit special, as although I have done many mustache wax related videos, I've never actually done a how-to tutorial dedicated to applying mustache wax. Now for today's video we are going to be using Captain Fawcett's Triumphant Mustache Wax. This is not a sponsored video in any way. I just thought I should match my shirt with the wax today. Might be a good idea. But this is not a sponsored video. What you will need for applying mustache wax are two things. Primarily the mustache wax and your mustache comb. Also, you will probably want to get the help of a mirror to guide you as you apply. Also, a boar bristle brush is helpful but not necessary. Step one, of course, the optional step one would be to brush the area of interest. That just gets the skin nice and clean, especially if you have a lot of dry skin cells that are built up in the area. It helps to freshen it up before you apply some substance. But the proper first step will be to remove the cap of your mustache wax. The perfect amount of mustache wax is about the size of a small pea. What you do is you take your thumb and using the back of your nail, you scrape an amount roughly the size of a small pea. Then you will take your index finger, remove it from the back of your nail, and with your two index fingers, you will warm it by rubbing back and forth. After it is nice and warm, you apply it evenly to both sides of your mustache and the center, of course. If your mustache is larger than normal, perhaps you will not, at the beginning, get enough mustache wax. But it is better to get too little than too much. So if you are lacking, just use the back of your finger and repeat. Now, your mustache wax will probably be a waxy color, and when you apply it onto your mustache, I prefer to just rub it down onto the hairs, and it will change the hair's color to have a waxy substance on it, so there will be a waxy color on your mustache. As you comb it through your mustache, the color will disappear entirely. Downward motions, of course. If you are seeking to have perhaps more of a handlebar style, you can down and up, like you are drawing a smiley face on a face. You're drawing the smile. You go down and up, down and up. And if your hairs are long enough, you will start to see. Of course, you would take your thumbs as so. And style. But my hairs are not quite long enough for a handlebar, so what I like to do is just go down, straight down. Now you must remember to put the cap back on your mustache wax. As I've said in other videos, I have some mustache waxes that are quite old. Too old. In fact, I'm rather ashamed to even have kept them for so long without using them entirely, but I have a habit of having a lot of mustache waxes, so I don't use them all entirely before I buy new ones. But the moral of the story is that a mustache wax can keep for a very long time as long as you keep the lid on it. As well, one thing to note is that I just pick this up, apply it, 5 seconds. If it happens to be the middle of December, the middle of January, and you live in a colder climate, you will not be able to apply this so quickly. You must warm it up. What I would recommend is that when you wake up, you get dressed, you put your mustache wax in your pocket, and you go brush your teeth, eat breakfast, and by that time the mustache wax should have absorbed enough of your body heat to be able to apply. If it is still too cold, or you are using a super strong gripping mustache wax, you will more than likely require the use of a hairdryer to heat it up to the point where you can apply it. I live in an extremely hot and humid climate, so my mustache waxes are just above. They're all you need to do is rub your fingers a few times and you can apply it immediately. A few things, of course, would be that once you've applied your mustache wax, it is good to keep your comb handy just in case throughout the day as you eat. If your mustache is longer, the act of eating may disturb your mustache's style. So it is always good to have a comb handy that you are able to readjust and to reshape as needed. Most mustache waxes will be a medium hold, which means that they should be able to hold a shape quite well. But of course, the hotter your climate and the more humid, the less strength a mustache wax will naturally have, because the heat just takes that hardening strength out of the mustache wax. So if you live in a hot climate and a medium hold is not doing it for you, then it is not the mustache wax's fault. It is the climate's fault. So perhaps better for you to consider a strong hold mustache wax, which there are many great ones on the market. That is going to be all for today's video. I hope that my tutorial on how to apply mustache wax has been more than helpful to some of you who are new to the mustache journey. So I welcome you to subscribe and stick around, and hopefully we'll see each other again soon. Toodaloo.